Hello ladies, it's Sunday afternoon and I just thought I'd come on and talk to you about foods that boost our health, especially for those women that are over the age of 40 like me. I'm finding that as I'm getting older, I can't eat the way that I used to eat. And what I mean by that is almost everything that I am putting in my mouth, I have to make sure that it is boosting my health, because after the age of 40, our body changes in ways that I think it takes us blindside and we just don't really expect it. Even though we've heard about it, we don't expect it. So today I want to talk to you about the foods that I have that I use to boost my health, but it also tastes good as well. And I'll start with every morning, I will make myself a lemon, ginger, apple cider vinegar drink. And I use this apple cider vinegar here by Bragg's. It, to me, is my favorite. It has what they call the mother in it, which is very healthy for the body. And then I actually will use regular ginger, which I have here, and I'll grate the ginger into the drink. But then there are times I use what they call liquid ginger. It's organic, and it's just quicker for me if I'm busy in the mornings and don't have time to grate the ginger. And then, of course, lemon. I use the lemon as well in my water. And I usually keep some lemon in my water. As you can see, I have a pretty big bag of lemons here because we use them in our water throughout the day. And what this drink does for me is it helps detoxify my body, but also it keeps me very regular, if you know what I mean. The next thing I'll share is I do use a protein powder. And I typically use this protein powder before I go to the gym or just after I return. And this one I'm trying right now is called Perfect Aminos. And supposedly, you know, with protein powders, you know, it has to break down in our body to become amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein to help us build muscle. I use Perfect Amino, which gets me already halfway there and absorbs to help me build muscle. And I'll let you know how that's going for me, but it tastes pretty good. I have this time purchased the strawberry blend, but there are other flavors for it as well. The next thing that I try to keep on hand are nuts. I have some walnuts in the cabinet, but I also have these salted mixed nuts. And if you have an issue with your blood pressure, you should probably avoid the salted nuts. They do come in unsalted. But these are cashews, almonds, pecans, Brazil nuts, and macadamia nuts. And these nuts help with heart health as well. So I keep them on hand. I don't eat a lot of them. I might have 1/4 of a cup throughout the day, or 1/4 of a cup a couple times a day when I just want to have something that gives me that crunch. The next thing I want to share with you is I always keep on hand romaine lettuce mixed with spinach and some other greens in here. And of course, we know these help decrease chronic diseases, decrease the risk of cancer. We have to have our greens. So I'll make a salad each day, or if I have a wrap, I will put the veggies in the wrap along with whatever meat I'm choosing to make the wrap with. And then I eat salmon, and also I have tuna on hand if I don't have time to make the salmon that's in the freezer. I usually make it in my air fryer. I'll make some tuna really quick and make a wrap again with the veggies, or I will just eat the tuna on a bed of lettuce, or I'll just eat it by itself just to get a lot of protein in. And this tuna is good with the omega-3 fatty acids, good for heart health. The next thing I'm going to share with you, also I have pink salmon. What I do with salmon that I purchase in the can, I don't use it that often, but there are times I like to make what they call salmon croquettes, which are like salmon patties. And you know, 1 serving of salmon in this jar is 17 grams of protein. So there's 5 servings in here. So there are times when I will make salmon croquettes, which is like a salmon patty, and I'll eat those because they're easy to just grab and go and eat. The other thing I'd like to share, excuse me, I'm gonna bend over, is berries. So a lot of times I have fresh berries, strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries in the refrigerator. It's Sunday, I still need to go to the grocery store to get some fresh berries, but I always keep frozen berries in the refrigerator. And of course, we know berries are good for digestive health as well as heart health. And with these berries, sometimes I'll put them in my cottage cheese, or I'll make a smoothie. I don't do smoothies as much, but I will sometimes, just depending on how I'm feeling throughout the day. And then of course I have an avocado, and this one's very ripe, so I'll make some guacamole with it very soon, today probably. And that's good for omega-3 fatty acids and heart health as well. I try to keep apples on hand, and I always buy organic because they are a thin-skinned fruit, so I don't want the pesticides and things on them. So I'll have apples, I'll slice the apple up and maybe have it with some peanut butter to give me extra protein as a snack. And then the last thing I want to share is I always have my water bottle. We have to drink water. Try not to drink your calories, meaning, you know, like sweet tea, sodas, and things like that. But this is my handy dandy trusty water bottle that I refill 3 or 4 times a day with, I have a water filtration system here at the house that filters all of the chemicals and pesticides and things out of the water. But water is so important for hydration, and we really have to keep our body hydrated. If you have issues with kidney stones, stay hydrated to flush, you know, all of the toxins out as well. So those are just the foods I have to share with you this week. There's many, many other foods that you can use to boost your health, but keep in mind that food is medicine. So whatever it is you're eating, make sure you understand what it's doing to your body, for good or for not so good. So, and try to do it to eat healthy as much as possible. I know there are times when we all want a snack. Yesterday, I had my favorite cookies. They're, I think they're shortbread cookies, and I had a few of them and they're gone. I don't keep them in the house because I promise you I would not be able to stop eating them. So I had them, but I know that when I was eating that, they were not providing any nutrients for my body. But when I eat these types of foods, it's like giving yourself medicine. And as we know, as we age and we're in this midlife, it's very important that we nourish our body, our soul, and our mind. But today specifically, I'm talking about nourishing our body. So take a moment to drop in the comments what foods you eat, or if you have any recipes you'd like to share on what you use to help boost your health or boost your immune system, and it tastes good. It's very important that when we eat, the food tastes good as well. So drop those comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more information like this, and take care.